Well, good evening. Welcome to the DBS Sports, brought to you by the Caribbean Premier League. Well, the entire local boxing fraternity was thrown into mourning on Wednesday as word of the passing of talented boxer Ronnie Samuel made its way on social media. DBS Sports caught up with the president of the St. Lucia Boxing Association, David Christopher, who described Samuel as a talented boxer.
We just got the news yesterday evening that's the passing of Ronnie. Matter of fact, Lyndon Marsley, all the way from Barquilla, Colombia, inboxed me and let me know that they start passing of Ronnie. Ronnie was one of our top boxers. He won 3 medals, 3 gold medals in the French territory, 2012, 2013, and I think 2014 OECS and Creole boxing champion. Very good counterpuncher. It's very sad to see when a sportsman or a sportswoman find herself on the other side of the line and lost their life in these kind of tragic situation.
Mr. Christopher also explained that more could have been done by the authorities during Samuel's development that may have redounded to a different result. He believes that the system may have failed the former OECS and the Creole boxing champion.
I don't know if I can say probably if more doors have been opened for this young man, be the way of sport where he could have been put in a program and been, get some kind of stipend or something to keep him in that program. I know overseas a guy with that talent would have been drawn into some program if probably the system in channeling enough resources sports-wise to keep these young men indicted in sports. We just started the program Hands and Gloves Not on Guns down around the island, and we were just speaking to Ronnie to get him back into that program to really move around the island with us doing the Hands and Gloves Not on Guns, and then now he lost his life in that way. So it's a lesson for us, a lesson for other sportsmen and sportswomen to see that they can stay in the line of sports, to be not find yourself in the wrong place at the wrong time. I think he find himself in the wrong place at the wrong time, and he end up meeting his demise. But condolence to his family. I know his mom and his dad very well, his brother Ronnie, his brother Ricardo, he was in the program also. And I hope that, may his soul rest in peace and God have mercy on his soul. And sportsmen and sportswomen would use this as an example to see if you find yourself in the wrong place at the wrong time, you could find yourself being in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Well, Ronnie Samuel was also a very talented and skillful basketballer. According to preliminary reports, the son of former national netballer Delia Samuel passed away after he was shot in the community of Grusley on Wednesday. Central Viewport are the champions of the first ever Veterans in Sport Inc. Kick for a Cure football competition in front of a good crowd who came out in support of this massive fundraiser. Central Viewport registered impressive victories over their noisy neighbors of Viewport South and then defeated last year's finalist Grusley to make it to the tournament decider. For Viewport North, it was more of a challenge to make it to the business end of this competition as they were unseeded and as a result played in the first game of the day's event and made it all the way to the final game, which was the final. However, in the final, Titus Titi Elva and the guys were just too much for their northern counterparts. It was former national and regional player Andy Boutou-Jabatis who pierced the old onion bag as Central Viewport won the encounter 1-0. Well, we spoke to CEO of Veterans in Sport Inc., Alvin Malakan.
Yeah, today we're kicking off our first annual fundraiser. It's a charity drive. As a veteran football fraternity, we decided to come together to kick off our first Kick for a Cure. It's to benefit persons who are affected by the deadly disease, cancer. And I challenge all of my veteran football players. Tell me just one person who don't know somebody, that's not been affected by it. And we felt it fitting that, come our Emancipation Day, we're going to make it an annual event to kick off this wonderful event. It turned out much better than we all anticipated. It's an exciting fundraiser. I think all the teams have really come together to really support, give thanks to all the players in the Viewport football community. Thanks again, because Boys Vote Viewport is supporting everything veterans, so it's, without the support of the fans, the community, events like this, you can't take place. And what we want to stress is that it cannot always be about the players, so we're taking football to another level, and it shows the players themselves buying into what we're trying to do as a veteran football product, So thanks again to all the players who came out. We had 12 teams and some of the teams have come out and support. So, making it a really successful event. It's blowing me away, to be honest.
Well, the highly anticipated 2018 Veterans of Football Tournament will be launched on November 4th, 2018 under the theme Leading the Way. The 2018 Ancillary Promotional Football League gets underway with match day 1 tonight as Thursday, August 2nd, 2018. 4 clubs are scheduled to participate in this year's event. In the opening encounter, Rickson Augustine and the 1987 All-Stars will take on Lionat from 6 p.m. In the second encounter, Alez will take on Foundation. All matches will be played at the Ancillary playing field. Well, the 2018 version of the highly anticipated Pine Hill Fun Walk is just 10 days away. Our organizers have been encouraging patrons to register early as only a limited amount of paraphernalia is available for walkers. Of course, those who register early will get the full works of t-shirts, bags, caps, jump ropes, shades and more. That is, of course, those who register early. You can register at Hot and Cold Express, Peter and Company Distribution Cul-de-sac, and of course in the Boulevard on Saturday. Don't sleep. Well, we take a break, but when we get back, West Indies, they defeat Bangladesh in the first T20. Welcome back. Andre Russell said he enjoyed the batting higher up the order after propelling the West Indies to a 7-wicket win over Bangladesh in the rain-affected first 2020 international at Basseterre. Chasing a revised total of 91 from 11 overs, Russell batted at 3 for the Windies and blasted 45 not out from just 21 deliveries in a knock which included 3 fours and 3 sixes. Marlon Samuels, he scored 26 from 13 and joined Russell after 2 overs with the hosts at 10 for 2. Following 2 early wickets from Mushfiqur Rahman, but the chase was never in danger as the Windies cruised home with 11 balls to spare. The 30-year-old also bowled his full quota of 4 overs, taking 1 for 27 and bowling 11 dot balls as we returned to the side after a knee injury. Now, we lost the ODI series, but we wanted to put some pride into this game and come back with a good win. The man of the match, Russell, said, "It's more responsibility and that's good. I've always wanted to open the innings in T20. It's a challenge to face the new ball. I'm not quite 100%, but I'm fit enough to play, probably 95%. Well, Bangladesh had earlier made 143 for 9 in their 20 overs before the rain came down. Tamim Iqbal and Sumaya Saka, they departed in the first over as the visitors stuttered early before Mushfiqur Rahman and Mamadullah put on a 47-run partnership in 4 overs to put Bangladesh back on track. Well, Keswick Williams from the St. Lucia Stars, he took the final 3 wickets, finishing with figures of 4 for 28 from his 4 overs to skittle through the Tigers' tail. Well, West Indies batsman Shimron Hetmyer has climbed in the latest ICC ODI rankings following a solid performance against Bangladesh in the recently concluded series. The 21-year-old racked up an impressive 207 runs at an average of 69, including a man of the match 125, which was crucial in the team winning the second ODI to level the series. The former World Cup winning West Indies under-19 captain also scored 52 in the opening ODI before getting 30 in the last match. The performance saw Hetmyer moved an impressive 77 places in the ICC batting rankings, with the left-hander being the biggest mover on the charts. Hetmyer now lies at 59th in the rankings, which is topped by India's star Virat Kohli. Veteran Christopher Henry Gale also gained in that rankings, leaping 12 places to 66 after scores of 40, 29 and 73, while Shea Hope moved up 5 spots to 45th after scoring 148 runs at an average of 31, including a half-century in the final contest. Hetmyer made his ODI debut last December on the tour of New Zealand and has since played 12 matches. Now, Johanna Konta inflicted the worst defeat of Serena Williams' career with a thumping first-round victory over the 23-time Grand Slam singles champion at the Silicon Valley Classic. Now, the British #1 took less than an hour to win 6-1, 6-0 in San Jose. Williams, 36, had never lost a match without winning at least 2 games since turning professional in 1995. Wow. I tried to put aside the incredible champion she is and just play the player of the day, Konta said. Now, she obviously wasn't playing at her best level, nowhere near it, and I really just tried to play the match on my terms. I felt I did better than her on the day, but it's still a humbling experience to be out there with her. Well, finally, speculation is rife that Anthony Martial may leave Manchester United, but Martial says he will return to Manchester United on Thursday after the birth of his daughter, adding that the family will always come first. Martial, 22, left the club in the United States tour and returned home only to return next Thursday. Martial has been linked to a move to Tottenham, but Jose Mourinho is quoted as saying, "We will not transfer him to another Premier League side." Wow. As a DBS Sports, let's take a look at the weather. DBS News continues after the break.